Hello and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Shadrach Jabin and I have been your teacher for this course. Today we have another question and I'm very sure that by the close of this lesson your question will be answered. The question is that there are words that do not have a vowel letter in them, but yet we can pronounce them. This our learner finds it difficult or do not understand why it is so, and this is very simple. So stay tuned, and by the close of this lesson, I am very sure you get the possible answer to this question. Let's take a short break. When you come back, we will continue with today's lesson. You are welcome back. Today our lesson is on Y as a vowel letter. I mean the letter Y as a vowel letter. Sometimes the letter Y is a vowel or represents the vowel letter in some words. That is why there are possible words that we don't have a vowel letter in them, but yet we can pronounce them. And I'm sure those words, the letter Y is present in them, or we have the letter Y in them. And this is the reason why we don't have a vowel sound, but yet we can pronounce that word. This is because sometimes the letter Y represents the vowel in some words, and this makes it possible for us to pronounce words that do not have a vowel letter in them. And another reason is that the letter Y represents the sound or makes the sound of one of the vowel letters. And we'll be looking at this letter and then the sound. And you compare the two sounds, the sound of the letter Y and then the sound of this vowel letter. And this will help us to understand that Y is sometimes represented as a vowel in some words. Let's take a look at this example of words that do not have a vowel letter, but yet they are pronounceable, or we can pronounce them, or we are able to pronounce them. And this is because they have the letter Y, and the letter Y is representing the vowel letters in these words. So let's take a look at these examples. We have cry, C-R-Y, cry. In this word, we do not have a vowel letter. So over here, the letter Y is representing the vowel letter in this word. And then, as I told you earlier, we'll be looking at this vowel letter that the letter Y makes the same sound with, so that we will get to understand this very simple and clear. Let's take a look at another word. We have sky. Sky. S-K-Y. Sky. We have another example as fly. F-L-Y. Fly. Another example as mine. M-Y. Mine. Then we have another example. Y. W-H-Y. In all these words, you bear witness that we do not have a vowel letter in them, but yet we are able to pronounce them. This is because the letter Y is representing the vowel letter in these words. So I told you that we do not have a vowel letter though, but the letter Y is representing the vowel letter in some words, and then the examples are the words we've considered right now. In these words, the letter Y is representing the vowel letters in them. So I hope this gives a clear answer to our question that why is it that there is no vowel letter in some words but yet they are able to pronounce them. And then when I checked from the message box, it was example of words like what we have right now that you were talking about. And I hope this answers our question. Now, let's take a look at the vowel letter that has the same or almost have the same sound like the letter Y, which makes it possible for us to represent the letter Y in some ways. And then sometimes represent the letter Y as a vowel. We have a vowel letter A. And then A, when you pronounce or when you make the sound of Y, you can hear that we have the A sound at the end, at the extreme end. When you say Y and A, you can hear clearly that we have the A sound at the end. And then you have a combination of vowel letters. That's A and A. You can pronounce this as I. And then you have Y. So you can see clearly that these two are making the same sound. So in some words where we cannot write the two vowel letters at the same time, we will represent the letter Y as the vowel letter. And this will make it possible for us to pronounce that word. And then the examples are the words we've looked at earlier. So you can see clearly that the letter Y makes the sound of a vowel letter. It almost have the same sound of what? A vowel letter. And this is making it possible for us to represent the letter Y in some words. And this makes it possible again for us to pronounce those words. And I hope you do understand this lesson. So in this case, the letter Y also represents the vowel letter A in some letters or in some words again. So let's take a look at another example of words that the letter Y can represent the vowel letter A. When you are pronouncing the alphabet or when you are reciting the alphabet, we have this letter that we call I and then Y. You can hear that these two makes the same sound, almost the same. And then since I is a vowel letter or A is a vowel letter, you can represent Y because it is making the same sound. In some cases, you can represent the vowel letter as a vowel. Sorry, you can represent the letter Y as a vowel in some words. So let's take another example and look at some group of words that also we use the letter Y as a vowel. We have only, O-N-L-Y. We have quickly. In these words, the letter Y is representing the vowel letter I or A in these words. So the reason is that sometimes in some words we can represent the letter Y as a vowel letter in some words. So this will bring us to the close of this lesson, and I'm sure this has answered your question clearly. So if you did, continue looking at some examples of words that have the letter Y representing a vowel letter. So we meet again. Stay safe and steady.